Well, the repercussions of Melbourne's gangland wars are still being felt. Today, a court heard allegations that a former detective paid drug boss Carl Williams to have a police informant murdered. Statements made to police by Carl Williams were read during the trial of the man charged with murdering Williams in jail last year. The statements claimed that the former detective, Paul Dale, wanted the informant killed in order to prevent him from testifying in a drugs case against Dale. Hamish Fitzsimmons reports from Melbourne.
In May 2004, a police informant and career criminal, Terence Hodson, and his wife were murdered in their home. Today, the Victorian Supreme Court heard allegations in the form of a statement from dead drug dealer Carl Williams, who claimed former drug squad detective Paul Dale was behind the hit.
Dale told me that he had to get Hodson, and he had to get Hodson before Dale's committal. Dale said he didn't want to go back to jail. He said he'd been in isolation and it was tough. He said he had someone on the job, but it was taking too long to get Hodson.
The statements were read in the trial of the man who beat Williams to death in a Melbourne jail last year. In them, Williams alleges Paul Dale, who was facing charges relating to a drugs case, asked him to organise the killing of Terence Hodson before Dale's committal hearing.
Dale asked me if I could help him out. He said it had to be done before his committal. I knew why, because if the evidence goes into the committal, it can still be used if the witness is dead at the trial.
The statements were released after a suppression order was lifted. Paul Dale was charged with the murders of the Hodsons, but the case against him was dropped last year due to insufficient evidence. In his statement, Williams claims Dale paid him $150,000 to organise the killing.
I told Dale I'd help him out if he needed me to. Dale never told me who else he had arranged to kill Hodson, and I didn't ask. I don't know if I asked him or if he just told me the figure to do the job was $150,000.
The statements were part of the trial of Matthew Charles Johnson, who's pleaded not guilty to Williams' murder on the grounds of self-defence. Hamish Fitzsimmons, Lateline.